What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida for Wednesday, August 10th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. A Man of Steel sequel featuring Henry Cavill as Superman is reportedly in the works at Warner Brothers. According to the Rap citing sources close to the project, the DC Comics studio has put Man of Steel 2 into active development as Superman is considered a top priority. Cavill first starred as the last son of Krypton in 2013's Superman reboot Man of Steel, is directed by Zack Snyder. The movie earned $668 million globally and planted the seeds for DC's cinematic extended universe. Man of Steel was then followed up in March by the quasi-sequel Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, which brought Superman and Batman, played by Ben Affleck, together on screen for the first time, along with Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot. The three heroes are set to team up again alongside The Flash, played by Eliza Miller, Aquaman, played by Jason Momoa, and Cyborg, played by Ray Fisher, in Snyder's next film, Justice League. A proper Man of Steel sequel would allow Warner Brothers to focus on the Superman solo adventure without the need to feature other heroes. Superman's mainstays, Lois Lane, played by Amy Adams, Perry White, played by Lawrence Fishburne, and Martha Kent, played by Diane Lane, will also most likely return. Back in April, Warner Bros. Added release dates for two unnamed DC Extended Universe films for October 5th, 2018 and November 1st, 2019. A Man of Steel sequel could be slotted into one of those dates or sometime later, as the studio is also developing a Batman solo film set to be directed by Affleck. Warner Bros. Was also eyeing a potential Suicide Squad sequel that could fit into one of the mystery dates. Suicide Squad opened on Friday and set new box office records for August, earning $135.1 million in receipts. Netflix and Marvel released a new poster and trailer for Luke Cage. Luke Cage follows the story of the titular character, played by Mike Colter, who used the superhero side effects from an experiment gone wrong to become a hero for hire. Cage's story picks up after the events of Jessica Jones, which sheds some light on some of Cage's backstory. The trailer shows Cage single-handedly defending the streets of Harlem, where he's living following the end of his relationship with Jones. Appears fans will also get to see how Cage got his powers. The first season of Luke Cage premiered on Netflix on September 30th and will also star Alfre Woodward, Theo Rossi, Rosario Dawson, Mahershala Ali, Simone Misnick, and Frank Whaley. The international trailer for the last movie in the Resident Evil franchise was on Monday. Resident Evil, the final chapter in the final film in director Paul W.S. Anderson's saga, with Mila Jovovich reprising her role as mutant-slaying Alice. Also joining the cast for the finale are Ali Larter, Sean Roberts, William Levy, and Ruby Rose. According to the synopsis, the film follows Alice as she returns to Raccoon City to try and defeat the evil Umbrella Corporation and save humanity. Resident Evil, the final chapter, will hit theaters on January 27th. In a promo for the new film Arrival, Amy Adams plays an expert linguist who tries to make contact with aliens who've landed on Earth. Adams plays Louise Banks, a language expert who joins a team of elite minds tasked to find out who the aliens are and what they want before it's too late. Jeremy Renner stars as mathematician and physics professor Ian Donnelly, and Forrest Whitaker as Connor Webber in the film, which opens in theaters on November 11th. The Silver Chair, the fourth adventure in the Chronicles of Narnia film franchise, has officially been greenlit. No casting has been announced yet, but David McGee, who penned Life of Pi and Finding Neverland, is adapting C.S. Lewis's classic fantasy novel for the big screen. Earlier chapters in the film series, which mixes live action and animation, feature James McAvoy, Tilda Swinton, and Ben Barnes, as well as the voice talents of Eddie Izzard, Rupert Everett, and Liam Neeson. The next installment will be franchised by TriStar Pictures, E1, and the Mark Gordon Company, with Sony and E1 distributing. It follows 2005's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, 2008's Prince Caspian, and 2010's The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Lewis's stepson Douglas Gresham will be among the sequel's producers. Gordon said in a statement Tuesday, developing this project with the C.S. Lewis Company has been immensely exciting and a real joy. We are so pleased to team up with our good friends at TriStar and our partners at E1 to introduce this new magical chapter of the Narnia franchise to fans around the world, both old and new. Hannah Mingelia, the president of TriStar Productions, said, reading the Chronicles of Narnia was one of the formative experiences of my childhood, just as it has been for children around the world for generations. So to have the opportunity to bring new life to the Narnia films with a new creative team is a career highlight. Our mission is to build TriStar Pictures as a home for filmmaker-driven literary and commercial movies, and this film represents a huge step forward for us. Grisham remarked, it has been both fun and exciting to work with Mark Gordon and David McGee to develop the next Narnia movie, and now it's a thrill to welcome TriStar to our Narnia family. I greatly look forward to plunging again into the joys and challenges of once more bringing Narnia to the screen, this time with the wonderful story of the Silver Chair. Tom Hiddleston is the latest celebrity to join Instagram. The 35-year-old English actor debuted on the photo-sharing site Tuesday morning and has since gained a respectable 286,000 followers. Hiddleston shared a photo of himself from Thor Ragnarok set as his first post, writing, "He's back." The snapshot shows the actor in costume as Loki, the adopted brother of Thor played by Chris Hemsworth. Hiddleston first played Loki in the 2011 movie Thor and has since portrayed the character in The Avengers and Thor: The Dark World. Thor Ragnarok is slated to open in theaters November 3rd, 2017. The actor said of the sequel to Deadline in July, "I think the experience being in The Avengers has changed Thor as a character. He's picked up a few earthly ways and certainly a few earthly companions." He added before teasing, "Also, the experience of being on Earth, I think, has changed Loki. When you see the three characters who haven't shared the same space since the end of The Avengers, there's a lot that's happening to great dramatic and comedic effects." Thor Ragnarok is directed by New Zealand director Taika Waititi and co-stars Idris Elba, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Cate Blanchett, and Tessa Thompson. Hiddleston has yet to follow anyone on Instagram, including his girlfriend Taylor Swift. Tony Award winner Lin Manuel Miranda took over the Disney Animation Instagram account on Sunday and filled it with selfies and Disney songs with some surprise cameos. Hashtag Linstagram was in full effect as Miranda took over the social media account, where he used to share pictures and videos, most of which were song requests he took from fans on Twitter while on the set of the upcoming Disney film Moana. Miranda is the film's composer, sang some Little Mermaid and some Rescue Rangers, but really surprised fans with his rendition of the song Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, which featured Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Johnson, who stars as Maui in Moana, flexed his famous muscles for the camera and sang along with Miranda. Moana, Disney's 56th animated film, tells the story of a young girl from the South Pacific who sets sail in search of a legendary island. Miranda composed some of the music on the soundtrack for the movie, which hits theaters in November. Miranda ended his Instagram reign with an original song for Moana, with accompaniment from directors John Musker and Ron Clements Johnson, and the voice of Mona Aluli Carrarlo. And in a related story, Dwayne Johnson has taken to social media to slam his male Fast 8 co-stars, who he deems as unprofessional when compared to his female castmates. The actor began on Instagram Monday by writing, "This is my final week of shooting, hashtag Fast and Furious 8. There's no other franchise that gets my blood boiling more than this one," alongside a short clip of his Fast and Furious character Luke Hobbs tossing aside a prison security guard. He continued blasting a group of unnamed co-stars. "My female co-stars are always amazing, and I love them. My male co-stars, however, are a different story. Some conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals, while others don't." Still, the former WWE superstar is still remaining positive about the upcoming 8th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise, stating how his annoyance will translate well on screen. Johnson wrote, "The ones that don't are too chicken to do anything about it anyway. Candy asses. When you watch this movie next April, it seems like I'm not acting in some of these scenes and my blood is legit boiling. You're right." He also added, "Bottom line, it'll play great for the movie and fits this Hobbs character that embedded in my DNA extremely well. The producer in me is happy about this part. Final week on Fast 8 and I'll finish strong." Fast 8 also stars Vin Diesel, Helen Mirren, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, Kurt Russell, Jason Statham, Charlize Theron, and Scott Eastwood. Race to theaters on April 14, 2017. Robert De Niro and Julianne Moore are attached to star in a new television series created by filmmaker David O. Russell. The project, according to The Hollywood Reporter, is set to be a limited series, which has already received multiple offers from networks and streaming services. Russell is said to be prepared to pitch the idea to companies once he returns from vacation next week. Plot details reported on by Deadline describes the venture as a crime thriller potentially set in the 90s. Scott Lambert, Alexandra Manchin, and Megan Elson are set to produce alongside Russell. The series will mark yet another collaboration between De Niro and Russell after the actor most recently appeared in his film Silver Lining Playbook, Joy, and an uncredited role in American Hustle. De Niro will next be seen in the boxing drama Hand of Stone, with Moore set to star in the spy sequel Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Tim Curry says he completely supports Fox's Rocky Horror Picture Show remake. The 70-year-old actor gave his blessings to the forthcoming TV film at the Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour Monday. Curry starred in the original 1973 London musical, the 1975 Broadway production, and the 1975 movie adaptation. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Curry said he indeed supports the film when asked if he gives the remark his unequivocal blessing. The actor, who had a stroke in 2012, will voice the narrator in the new movie. He says, "It was fun to do it again. I actually offered myself as the character Dr. Everett Scott because I was already in a wheelchair. They thought narrator was a best fit." Curry, who played Dr. Frankenfurter in the previous adaptations, will be succeeded by Orange is the New Black actress Laverne Cox. Director Kenny Ortega said at the panel that the remake will honor the characters but provide a new spin. He said, "When we first embarked on developing this reimagining, the first thing laid wood was we wanted to celebrate the fans with this new departure. We wanted to bring in a cast that didn't have to fill in anyone's shoes." The director added, "I think it's giving an incredible cast, all of whom are triple threats, an opportunity to invade these wonderful characters and bring them back to life with a new vivacity and imagination." The Rocky Horror Picture Show remake will air on October 20th on Fox. Victoria Justice co-stars as Janet Weiss, with Ryan McCartlin as Brad Majors, Reeve Carney as Riff Raff, Christina Milian as Magenta, and Star Nail as Rocky. Porsha Williams is recovering after being rushed to the hospital Monday in Atlanta. TMZ reported multiple witnesses called 911 after the 35-year-old Real Housewives of Atlanta star was seen gasping for air and collapsed in a mall parking lot. Atlanta Fire and Rescue arrived on the scene and transported Williams to the Piedmont Hospital. A source later told People magazine the star was doing okay in the wake of the incident. Insiders suggested to TMZ that Williams' collapse was due to her not eating. The star's sister, Lauren Williams, has revealed her sibling has low blood sugar issues when Williams fainted on a flight from Atlanta to Miami in March. Williams has appeared as a series regular on Real Housewives of Atlanta for 3 seasons and co-hosts Dish Nation since 2014. She will compete on the new Celebrity Apprentice, which is slated to premiere in January 2017. Sarah Michelle Gellar standing by Shannon Doherty as the actress struggles with cancer. Gellar paid tribute to Doherty in a Monday Muse post on Instagram following news that the Charmed star's breast cancer has spread. Gellar captioned a photo of herself with the actress, "My hashtag Monday Muse, and really everyday hashtag Muse is my brave friend at the Shando." She also added, "I've always said she's one of the most loyal friends I've ever known, and now while she is facing the toughest journey of her life, she is sharing it with friends she has never met in the hopes of helping others, people who are going through the same struggle. That's a true friend." Doherty confirmed she had breast cancer in August 2015 and announced last week the cancer had spread. The actress has shaved her head the month previous and is presently undergoing chemotherapy. She told Entertainment Tonight on August 1st, "The unknown is always the scariest part. Is the chemo going to work? Is the radiation going to work? Am I going to have to go through this again, or am I going to get secondary cancer?" The star said, "Everything else is manageable. Pain is manageable. Living without a breast is manageable. It's the worrying of your future and how your future is going to affect the people that you love." Doherty, who married photographer Kirk Azoransko in 2011, is best known for Charm and Beverly Hills 90210. Gellar, meanwhile, starred in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and will appear on NBC's Cruel Intentions pilot. Newlyweds Kim Johnson and Robert Herjavec appear to be enjoying their tropical honeymoon. The 40-year-old professional dancer and 53-year-old television personality share photos from their Bora Bora getaway Sunday on Instagram. Johnson captured a picture of herself in a straw hat and Mrs. swimsuit. Thanks for my fabulous hat at Sweaty Betty PR, hashtag lack of color Rouse, hashtag honeymoon, hashtag Kevin, hashtag no filter. Herjavec added to a snapshot of his amazing view, no filter, work hard, play hard, repeat. Johnson and Herjavec met as partners in Dancing with the Stars Season 20 and got engaged in February after less than a year of dating. The couple married July 31st in Los Angeles with dancing pro Cheryl Burke and other friends in attendance. Johnson told People magazine prior to the wedding, "I'm just so happy to be going through life with Robert. He's the most incredible person." Herjavec added, "I enjoy every minute I spent with Kim. When I met her, I felt complete." Three-time Oscar winner Meryl Streep insists that despite popular belief, she is not good at everything she tries. Streep told UPI at the press conference for her latest film, Florence Foster Jenkins, in New York Tuesday, "I can't do a lot of things," responding to a question pertaining to something she has attempted but failed to excel at. She added by saying, "I don't like golf. I mean, I really don't, because I tend to like things that I can do right away, and if I can't do it right away, I don't like it. So skiing, I really like because you can sort of get up on skis. If you're sort of coordinated and completely reckless, you can lean forward and go. But golf, no, nobody can do that." Her co-star Hugh Grant chimed in as Streep laughed, "I love to see you play golf. I love to see you be bad at golf, actually. I like to see you be bad at something. It would be very comforting." Streep went on by saying, "I never hit the ball. My husband kept saying, 'You're coming up on the ball, you're coming up.' And I said angrily, 'I'm not coming up.' And I would hunker down and just whoosh right over the top of it. And there the ball always was sitting there. And I took it and I went home. I don't like it." Directed by Stephen Frears and set in 1940s New York, Florence Foster Jenkins cast Streep as a real-life society dame and patron of the arts who pines for a career of her own on the stage. Problem is, she's an abominable singer but doesn't appear to realize it. Grant plays St. Clair Bayfield, the devoted husband who valiantly attempts to protect her from critics who might reveal to her that she can't carry a tune. Taron Killam and Jay Pharoah are departing Saturday Night Live after starring on the famed sketch comedy series for 6 years. According to The Hollywood Reporter, who confirmed the news, the duo will not be seen on the show's upcoming 42nd season to pursue other opportunities. Pharoah, who's best known for impersonating Jay-Z, Will Smith, Eddie Murphy, and President Barack Obama, may be leaving SNL in a tight spot as season 42 starts airing during Obama's final days in office. Killam, who recently portrayed Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Matthew McConaughey, and Donald Trump for a short spell, confirmed in an interview with Uproxx that his departure is due to SNL not picking up the final year on his 7-season contract. He says, "I had sort of had it in my head I would make this upcoming year my last year, but then I heard they weren't going to pick up my contract. I was never given a reason why, really." Part of the reason the comedian believes is due to his ongoing work on his upcoming directorial debut, Why We Were Killing Gunther. The comedy, revealed in May, follows a skilled assassin played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is being targeted by his peers due to his arrogant attitude. Killam continues, "I honestly don't know what happened on the other side, but I do know we had expressed I had work on this film and embodying this picture that has to get cleared with SNL. My feeling about it is I got my dream job. I set out to be on SNL, and I got to do that, and I did very well. And I love and adore and will forever have close ties and tight bonds with the brilliant, smartest, funniest people I've ever met in my life. So I have no grips at all." Saturday Night Live head Lorne Michaels is expected to introduce several new cast members to the show next month. Actress Megan Fox has given birth to her third son by husband, actor Brian Austin Green. People magazine reported Tuesday that Journey River Green was born on August 4th. Fox and Green are also the parents of Noah Shannon, 3, and Bodie Ransom, 2. Green has a 14-year-old son named Cassius from a previous relationship. E! News, which also announced the birth of the newest addition to the family, says Fox surprised fans at the 2016 CinemaCon in the spring when she showed off a baby bump months after filing for divorce from Green, her spouse of 5 years. The formerly estranged couple have reportedly since called off their divorce plans. Kanye West has surpassed Michael Jackson on the list of the most top 40 hits. The outspoken rapper obtained his 40th top 40 hit over the weekend with his Schoolboy cute collaboration That Part, moving 2 spots up from 42 to 40 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Previously, West was tied with Jackson with 39 top 40 hits each and still lags behind the record holder Elvis Presley, who had 80. The 39-year-old will now contend with fellow music legends and peers Marvin Gaye, who had 41, Chris Brown, who had 42, James Brown, who has 44, Jay-Z, who has 45, Stevie Wonder, who has 46, Drake, who has 53, Elton John, who has 57, and Lil Wayne, who has 69. West has expressed how the King of Pop has influenced him before, previously noting in 2013 to BBC Radio 1's Zane Lowe how he credits Jackson for paving the way for his career. He said at the time, like, for me, as Kanye West, I would not be Kanye West if it wasn't for Michael Jackson. So for me in my life and creativity, it's been challenging. Yeah, it's been challenging in everything, but I was able to ascend to massive heights because of the foundation that my mother and my father and my grandfather laid through civil rights, what Michael Jackson did with music videos, and the ground he broke. There would be no Kanye West if it wasn't for Michael Jackson. Mariah Carey has signed on to guest star in an upcoming episode of Empire when the hit music drama returns this fall for season 3. Announced Monday during the ongoing Television Critics Association press tour, Carey was set to be starring as a new character, Kitty, a music superstar who collaborates with Jamal Blind, played by Jussie Smollett, on a new song according to Variety. Carey, who has a history with Empire series creator Lee Daniels, has been rumored to appear on the series in the past. The pop star and filmmaker previously worked together on his film 2013's The Butler and 2009's Precious. Other guest stars set for season 3 of Empire include Taye Diggs, Sierra McLean, and rappers French Montana and Birdman. Carey was at last on hand at the Television Critics Association press tour to promote her upcoming e-documentary series Mariah's World, as a new trailer was released that featured the 46-year-old preparing for her wedding to billionaire James Packer and for her European tour. In an ad launching a collaboration between Reebok and Kendrick Lamar, the rapper talks about how the classic shoe influences classic style. Lamar said hip-hop was more than just the music. It was part of culture. It was part of having style. It was part of a whole graffiti and art. It was only right that I wore the Reebok Classics then. I still remain that classic guy, and that's the reason why I'm wearing the shoes now. Set the untitled '07 Leviate track from his untitled Unmastered album, Lamar talks about the evolution of his style and sound and the influence a brand like Reebok had. The video features a freestyle from the 7-time Grammy Award winner. He raps, "Hot off the press, hot off success, look how I dress, Reebok complete." Pop star Selena Gomez is opening up about the challenges of dating in the spotlight. The 24-year-old singer and actress revealed in the September issue of Vogue Australia that she only dates within her circle of friends because she believes outsiders would find dating her too overwhelming. Gomez said, "I think people would think it's kind of dumb to date me. Nobody would want to throw themselves into that situation where it was so heightened publicly. Like, why would they?" She shares, "The guys that do have the confidence to hit on me are not necessarily my type. I'd be so stuck with a writer or producer or actor who is low-key, but those kind of guys are terrified of me." Gomez's love life is also complicated by ex-boyfriend Justin Bieber. She and the 22-year-old singer split in 2014 after years of on-again, off-again dating, but the public remains firmly fixated on the pair's relationship. The star acknowledged, "For a while, my private life was the most talked about thing. You want to do what you love, but all this other stuff overshadows it, so it makes it a little harder for people to take me seriously." Gomez previously vented about interest in Bieber in the June issue of Marie Claire. The singer admits her career often goes overlooked due to the public absorption with the relationship. She revealed, "I would try to promote something that I love, and the entire interview would be all about my personal life. I would leave a room feeling defeated, feeling embarrassed, but I would always make sure to put a smile on my face because I wasn't going to let them get to me." Gomez last released Revival in October and will conclude her accompanying tour December 18th in Guadalajara, Mexico. She will next appear in James Franco's movie adaptation of the John Steinbeck novel In Dubious Battle. A YouTube user recreated hip-hop producer DJ Khaled as a talking stuffed doll for a parody toy commercial. Max Goodrich created a My Little DJ Khaled doll, which spouts one of the producer's many catchphrases when squeezed. Goodrich wrote, "Celebrate success right with your new best friend DJ Khaled." The parody advertisement cites the DJ Khaled doll's love as a major key and jingles warns users, "Don't ever play yourself." Pressing Khalid's jewelry causes the doll to produce one of his catchphrases such as "We the best," and results in Khalid asking for another one after being hugged. While the video warns that accessories such as doll-sized bottles of apple syrup are sold separately, the My Little DJ Khaled doll is not available for sale. 90s boy band NSYNC reunited Monday for JC Chasez's 40th birthday bash. Justin Timberlake, Lance Bass, Joy Fatone, and Chris Kilpatrick came together to celebrate Chasez at the Nice Guys restaurant in Los Angeles. Timberlake captioned a photo of the group on Instagram, JC's 40, and if you don't know, now you know. The suit and tie singer and his bandmates dust off their vocals to serenade Chasez with happy birthday, according to TMZ. Fatone was reportedly hilarious and friendly to the paparazzi as he left the venue. NSYNC last reunited in November 2013 at Kilpatrick's wedding to Carly Scalandi. They have come together 2 months previous for Timberlake's MTV Video Music Awards Video Vanguard performance. Chasez told Ryan Seacrest after the awards show, 2 minutes after seeing everybody, you feel like no time has passed. Essentially, everybody has remained the same. He added, we all see each other at different times, working on different things, but this is the first time that we had a rehearsal together in over 10 years. Everything is memory, muscle memory, and everything started to click. NSYNC formed in 1995 and released 3 studio albums before splitting in 2002. Several members, including Chasez and Timberlake, have since pursued solo music and entertainment careers. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1984, the action thriller Red Dawn, starring Patrick Swayze, opens in theaters as the first movie to be released with the PG-13 rating. The Motion Pictures Association of America, which oversees the movie rating system, had announced a new PG-13 category in July of that same year. Founded in 1922 as a trade group for the American film industry, the MPAA introduced its first ever movie rating system in November 1968. The system came in response to groups who wanted better guidelines for parents to determine whether or not a movie's content and themes were child appropriate. The initial rating categories were G, appropriate for audiences of all ages, M for mature audiences of all ages, R, anyone under 16 not admitted without an accompanied adult, and X, no one under 17 admitted. The M category was eventually changed to PG, parental guidance suggested, and on July 1st, 1984, the PG-13 category was added to indicate film content with a higher level of intensity than PG, according to the MPAA. Starting in 1990, the X rating was changed to NC-17, anyone 17 and under not admitted, because it was believed that X had come to connote hardcore pornography. The MPAA's ratings board reportedly issued the first PG-13 rating to The Flamingo Kid, which starred Matt Dillon. However, Red Dawn opened in theaters first. Red Dawn told the story of a group of teenagers who band together to protect their small Colorado town after it's invaded by communist paratroopers from Russia and Cuba. Along with Patrick Swayze, the film co-starred C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey, and Harry Dean Stanton. Red Dawn was one of Swayze's early films, along with The Outsiders in 1983, a teen drama that featured the actor as part of a roster of up-and-coming young stars, including Howell, Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise, and Diane Lane. Swayze's real breakout performance came in 1987's Dirty Dancing, also co-starring Grey. In 1990, he co-starred in another big hit, Ghost, with Demi Moore and Whoopi Goldberg. And that is your entertainment report for Wednesday, August 10th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Friday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.